Welcome to another episode of
Word to Your Mother.
I am Cree.
And I am Kawana. And for today's episode, we are going to be talking about black female relationships.
Yep, and the toxicity of it all.
But first, let's get these drinks made. What you got for us today?
Now I'm going to get some drinks on us. Today, for this week, we have the Tequila Sunrise. It is a beginner-friendly drink, literally only 3 steps, or 3 ingredients, and boom, no blender needed. Okay, so let's get into it. I have my ice here. We got our cups.
And these are wine glasses. We know, but remember, this is a no judgment zone.
No judging. No judging. We're going to get into that later. But for right now. So first thing you need to do, we are going to start with our tequila, of course, Patron. And since I'm making 2 drinks, then I'll double everything.
So how much tequila?
So for 1 serving, it's 2 ounces. This is our little measuring. It's a shot glass that I got in Vegas. But so since we're doing 2, we're going to do 4 ounces.
Oh, okay.
Pull it up, pull it up. That was like 4.1. Okay.
Tequila, baby.
Okay, and then it's 4 ounces of fresh or just non-concentrate orange juice, which we have here. Not from concentrate. 4 ounces, double it up. We're doing 8.
And we got the pulp-free orange juice.
Yes, y'all. Do you like pulp? Yes.
I like pulp. I like
no
pulp.
judgment. Here we go.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. So
some of y'all probably like, yeah, that's all I need.
Right, let's stop right there.
Okay.
And like I said, we're going to get our little bar set together. So, you know, we mixing how we mixing today. Ooh. Ready? Boom. Say flip. Okay, and I'm just going to shake real quick. Okay. Said to shake well.
Shake well.
Okay. So we got our mixing here. I do need to add more ice to the cups.
So she's gonna add some ice.
TV magic. We'll be right back with the ice. And we're back. Okay, so we got our ice filled. In the spirit of no judgment. Don't judge our little strainer. Okay? Boom. Okay, then you just pour, pour, pour. Pour, pour, pour. Make sure it's enough for both.
Y'all, she's me.
A little short. You know, our cups is a little bit bigger than what they serve at the bar.
Okay. Probably got a little more alcohol too.
Okay. All right, so the final ingredient is grenadine syrup, and this is, I don't know if they're all cherry and pomegranate flavored.
I think they are.
Well, that's what this is. So this is where the sunrise comes in. Basically, it's 2 drinks in this one, 2 drinks in that one. Okay, and here we go. Hopefully we can keep it in here.
The sunrise. Tequila, tequila. You can also put it on the bottom.
Yeah, you can start with it. I've seen it done both ways. Y'all, isn't it so cute? I'm looking at it on camera. It's so cute. I don't even have to stir it. I'm really like pleasantly surprised. This is so freaking cute. Look at that.
Yes. And the best part of it all is that since you shook it, it's like, okay, the drink is mixed up, so you don't got to really stir it or stick a straw in it or anything. I think we should take this to the cheers.
The cheers?
The cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. So cute. All right, y'all. Okay, let me get one more sip.
I'm going to hold mine.
So, how we even came to be discussing this topic, it all stemmed from a family dispute, a few family disputes in the group chat.
Yes, and we are a family full of women.
Yes, and after seeing how some of the women responded compared to how some of the men responded to certain messages, it just really made us start reflecting and thinking on why Black women interact with one another this way. Why are we so dang sensitive with one another? Like,
yes. It's like we are just really quick to react. You know, we don't stop to think about the why, the what, the who. We just react, and everybody
we take it personal.
Yeah. So when we talk about our relationships within the family, we also had to, like she said, reflect on relationships outside of the family. You know, where you're not so sensitive because you really like, I don't know these people, you know what I mean? So,
right.
You know, it's different, but it's still the same thing with Black women, the way that we interact with each other. You know, a lot of times that comes from prejudgment.
True.
You know, it's natural.
Yeah,
we all do it.
It's something I feel like we can't control. It's human nature. I think it definitely, though, it depends on how far you take it or how much you feed into your prejudgments. You know, you may see somebody out with a bonnet and this and that and be like, oh, I bet you she acted ghetto, she ratchet, and then you hear her speak and it's a different thing. Or instead of just being like, oh, I'm not gonna speak to her because she's this, she's that.
Yeah.
So,
or like you may see other people speaking to her in a friendly way and you just see her body language and you're like, oh, she probably just ran to the store, you know. But it's all about prejudgment and the way we react with each other. I mean, like somebody can walk in the room and they can have like the big booty, the bodies. I call them IG bodies. What you call them, girl? BBL
bodies.
I call them IG bodies. But you know, immediately the first thing you gonna think is like, oh, she got her body done. Like, why couldn't she have been working hard for that body? You know what I mean? And, or you might think like, oh, she a little thought. Is that what y'all call her? Y'all still use that word?
Picture her these terms. Well, for me, I'm somebody who gets prejudged a lot. First off, I am a lot just to take in, okay? I've been gotten all of this going on, all this glamour, but also I'm actually pretty quiet. Like, unless somebody talks to me, like, I just be in my own world chilling. So most, and I'm gonna say the truth, pretty much all of my Black female friends, before we became friends, they all thought I was mean, I was a B word, I may have been a bully. They were like, oh, I wouldn't try her. And y'all, this is all just based on me being big, probably being dark, and I guess being quiet. Like, I don't walk around cheesing, but I speak to everybody. Like, I was voted class best friend, and you know, once everybody gets to know me, they're like, wow, this girl is so nice. But my, I guess, outer appearance gives big mean bully.
Yeah, but that's that prejudgment, you know. Like, I mean, I get prejudged, but I do prejudge people too, and I try to not do that, but I get prejudged because I'm learning to be a big girl. And you know what I mean? Like, with it. Yes, I'm accepting it. At first it was like, what? I ain't big, you know, but I'm accepting it and I'm embracing it. So I'm learning to dress my body. So when I go out, I want to look nice, you know, but people be looking at me like, oh, she extra, or she doing too much, you know what I mean? But no, I'm trying to figure me out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that just goes into how we're one another's harshest critics. Like,
yes.
Nobody can tear down or build up a Black woman like a Black woman. Nobody. Yes. Y'all, it's examples on, what is it, all these reality shows, these names they be coming up with for each other.
In the Georgia Prune Rashida. Zoo animal.
I didn't know you were still pregnant, so congratulations. How far along are you?
Yeah, just two months postpartum. Cute dick.
Oh, you fat, nasty slut!
Exactly. Take your long, lumpy booty out of here, bitch.
You want to talk about a lump?
Yes,
Humpty
bitch.
Lumpty?
Lump booty.
Do you see your butt?
Nose booty.
Do you see your butt?
Booty.
Do you see your
Did you get a chance to see it? Did you get a chance to see it? Jada, you have herpes. I'm here to spread that business, baby, the way you've been spreading them legs.
You asking about kids like you know my kids.
I do know your kid.
How do you know my kids?
I know your kid because I know your baby daddy. I know your baby daddy because I sit on his like almost every other night.
Everyone has everyone else's back and nobody has mine. Like, who's gonna have my back? Nobody.
I don't think you should be doing a workout video because your body's not there. I'm not gonna necessarily say that because that's hurtful. Your body looks like and you shouldn't be doing a workout video. But I wouldn't dare say that out loud.
funny. I don't have a fupa, and I'm not fat.
What's a fupa?
It's fat upper area. I mean, how does your boyfriend feel that your vagina is breaking the internet? What were you doing at 24, Dre? Thotting and bopping. And what was I doing? Making moves. And
Little dirt.
no, you're a dirt because you was twirling on paws and popping your in the club. That's ratchet.
You're like a big, giant, little weenie.
That's cute, but you're the big, giant, little weenie.
No, I'm not.
Bitch, and what?
I'm
Yes,
the
you are.
little, skinny, not a weenie.
And you're a hoe.
No.
I hear clunking.
I see a mutt and a trainer and a handler.
3 of them?
Because you're a bum bitch. You everything in these streets. You're a sex addict. You're known to everybody's man.
Wait.
You're an alcoholic. You're a drunk bitch. You need rehab. And a whole bunch of stuff. And a whole bunch of stuff. That's just the short
She's
list.
making half that up.
Which half?
Oh, you would know, broke. Your husband not only kicked your ass out, he moved you a mile down the street from your sweat box and put your ass in the studio. Oh, jeez. Some old raggedy, ratchet, sideline asshole.
I don't with that old tired ass bitch.
Why would you wobble your fat ass over here looking like a bag of cotton candy?
No, she got
No one is talking to you, man.
Do y'all know people was under my comments talking about hashtag Candy, aka Bill Cosby? Do you think that ain't f***ing cool? Y'all know how much I care about my business and my brand. Yeah. And y'all gotta sit up there and say some shit like, y'all accuse me of being a f***ing rapist.
Like, nobody can tear us down like one another.
Right. And I mean, and I don't watch reality TV that often, but it's even things like if a kid is on TV in a commercial, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Of a young black model, a black female model from the H&M website. And as you can see, she's modeling a hoodie. And some of black Twitter, or I should say some of black female Twitter, is outraged by this because the little girl's hair is messy and not done enough for them, and they feel that H&M presented her this way on purpose.
And their hair is a little out of place. We the first ones to be like, oh, they could have fixed her hair. Well,
why nobody was doing black hair on set?
Right,
You know,
right. Why they
like
didn't
that.
hire somebody to make her hair look good when all the other kids' hair was messed up too? That's how my kids' hair look, but we criticize each other more now. That mother is going to have to explain to that child one day why she wasn't good enough the way she was, her natural, you know what I mean?
I felt like that was such an, like a good slap in the face. Like, to call out like, well, we just, like, you know, everybody's hair was easygoing. We didn't see it as an ugly thing or bad. Like, why are y'all so mad? And then it's like, oh, well, I guess there's nothing wrong with her hair. Like, that's her hair naturally.
But that's just that prejudgment. Like, we prejudge each other as adults too. If I gotta go to a party or anything like that, if I know black women is gonna be there, I'm gonna be dressed to the T. You're not gonna be like nothing was out of place.
Right.
But if I'm going somewhere and I know it's not a bunch of black women gonna be there, all these other women, I'm just relaxed and comfortable. I'm gonna go shopping.
They be on you just being plain regular OU. Like, you could be in some sweats and a tee, and they be, oh, your skin is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, your braids are gorgeous. Like, you are everything.
Your sweatpants is
Yes.
nice.
Like, you are everything in that when you're in a different environment. And of course, we know there's the other side to things, but we are just really wanting to point out things that we have encountered, things that we have done ourselves, and call it out to y'all and make everyone aware of these things that we do to one another and fix it and change it and be better.
And we are improving. You know, we're not here just to bash and say that, you know, as black women, we just tear each other down, because we are starting to uplift each other and recognize,
like I said, can't nobody build a black woman up like a black woman can.
Right,
like, or we build the world up. That all of that. Like, don't nobody encourage anybody like how black women show up and
like,
encourage.
that's the official step. You got the approval.
That's us.
Yes.
Well, if you got black women support, like, you don't need nobody else in this world, because they gonna ride for you till the end.
Till the end.
So the next time things are getting a little hot and heavy with another black woman, a little tense, just keep these things in mind. That's all I want you to do.
This is a call to action for all
of us. For all of us.
Yes. So first, don't be so quick to react. Like, yes, take a few minutes, take a few seconds and think, like, this is my sister. You know,
put yourself in her shoes.
Yes.
Think like, okay, you know, I've been there before. I've had a bad day. She probably got an attitude because let her have that.
Let her have it. You know how it be. And another thing is, take the me out of it.
Yes.
Just sometimes you just got to remove yourself out of it and how you're feeling on the way things went down, and look at it from their perspective.
To any family out there, I just want to put this out there, okay? I love my family. I've always loved my family. To any black woman in my family who, you know, we've had anything, it's all love. I promise. I promise this is not just for the video. I love you, family. I love you, sisters. That's just my message. It's literally all love. I just want us to all be better.
Yes, and do better by each other.
Yes, treat each other like gold, like the queens that we are.
Like the mother-daughter have a relationship that's like no other too. That can be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, look, she didn't know I had this before, but it's like with a mother-daughter, it's like the daughter knows their boundaries with their mom, but they still sometimes do things that just may piss you off, right? And so you have to be like, what? You have to be like, you have to stop and try to understand when it comes to adult children. It's, for example, it's like you may be having like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a real example. So we were getting ready for the video. I'm calling Kriana. I know that bugs her though, but we getting ready for the video, right? So it's like after so many times of me calling her, her voice changes. It's like it go monotone, and that's how I know, like, okay, she irritated. So I instantly get an attitude. You know what I mean? But then, you know, after like stepping back and taking the meat out of it and seeing like I was bugging her though, you know, I was hecka calling her and everything, but it's like you gotta also like foster that relationship, because black mothers and daughters, their relationships need a lot of work too. I'm not saying we don't get along and stuff, but we be having those moments. It's just that the love brings us back, and the stepping back, looking at it, and trying not to be so sensitive. You know what I mean?
Oh, trust me, baby. We always gonna talk about it. She always gonna bring it up later. Don't let her fool you, okay? It does not stop there. Like, oh yeah, I just let her have that one. Well, I guess that actually is another good point. We need to be able to communicate with each other. You should be able to address your sister, your daughter, your whoever without you getting such a negative, like, outlandish response, like, oh my god, you're attacking me,
right,
and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you know, you seem a little irritated when we were on the phone earlier. Make sure you were okay. You know, make sure you were good. Oh yeah, I was. And I'm very honest. You know, you gotta be honest. And I will tell her like, oh yeah, I was, just because you and David was calling back to back to back, and I was trying to enjoy my alone time. Like, and then she'd be like, oh okay, you know, I could see that.
And sometimes that's where I gotta take the meat out of it, because I do think about that. I'll be like, well, maybe she wasn't irritated at me. Maybe it was something else going on at the same time, and it just all clashed. You know what I mean? So that's how we keep the peace, and that's why we don't get into arguments and be mad at each other or nothing like that. Because like she said, I'm gonna communicate first of all, but sometimes it may take some time because I need to reflect first. You know what I mean? I need
before
to,
you just react to
yes.
And that's what happens. It's a lot of reacting back and forth. Like, oh, she did that, well, I'm gonna do that. Like in the family incident, y'all, to be honest, I was not mad. I'm still not mad. I never was mad at nobody. But when it comes to this one, like, it's gonna always be a problem. Like, I don't care. We could be best friends. You say anything and it's for the jugular, and that's just it. And then we can go back to being cool. Why don't you apologize? Like, you know, I was never mad anyway. You need to respect her and not cross that boundary no more. So I think that's, definitely something that we need to work on, reacting to one another's reactions.
And since we speaking about the family, I just want to say that I'm not mad anymore. I'm sensitive, so I was more hurt than mad. And you know, and I respect the fact that everybody gonna defend their parent or their sibling. You know what I mean? I understand that. And with us being family, there's no love lost.
Yeah, but everyone's truth is valid, and it is what it is.
Yeah. And I just feel like once you heal and understand your relationships and boundaries and everything within your family, you can start making relationships better on the outside.
Even
because
better.
it does make it better. Because now the way that I interact with people is like, I'm not so sensitive no more. Like, I'm not about to just be sending y'all paragraph messages no more, you know, because I ain't
Because her family done told her about the paragraph messages.
Yeah, so you know, but I do it to friends and stuff. It don't be an angry message, it be my feelings, you know. But I won't do that no more. And so it makes you
reflect.
It does.
When
it
you
really
get into it with family, you have no choice but to be like, well, dang,
right.
What happened there? Like, where did this go wrong?
Right.
And you really start to find some things. So those points that we touched on were things that we saw kind of where it went wrong in multiple situations. And then it went beyond just our family. We realized, like, wow, these are pretty general topics that go across all black female relationships.
Yeah.
Make sure you go ahead and hit them with the like,
the subscribe,
and the notification bell. And you know, we gotta leave an emoji in the comment. I like that you've been doing that.
Okay.
What we gonna leave for the sisters? The queen emoji.
Let's get that fist in there.
The fist in there.
Let's get that fist in there. This way, y'all.
Solidarity.
Yes.
Amongst black women.
Yes.
This is a vow. If you put this in the comments and you are making a vow to be better.
Yes. Amongst each other.
Yes.
Because we got to
lead with love.
Each other first. And then we can love the world.
Bye, y'all. Sunrises.